Hello there, this is DBT, and this Art of Runes. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 9, and today I'm gonna be driving my Lamborghini Invencible in multiplayer to determine how far can it take me? That's right, it's finally time to do a proper test of this car in multiplayer, not anymore a free try at golden stats, no. This is my car as I have it right now, and I'll show you the rank and all of that and explain how I got it there. So we're gonna be playing in Classic Season, or rather Classic Series. I am currently somewhat in the middle of the Gold League, so there's a good chance I'm gonna be still finding some Class C, but a decent chunk of Class B cars, and we're gonna hope that I manage to get to Platinum League. That's what we're here to find out. Now, as far as the stats of the car itself, I already have it at 5 stars. In fact, I have it almost half gold, and that is because I applied 2 epics on the acceleration to have it to the maximum, and so far 1 epic to the nitro. Once I get my second epic through the legend pass, I'm gonna apply it again on nitro, and that is because these are its 2 best stats. Honestly, the top speed, if I were to gold the top speed, it would only increase by like 1.5 kilometers, and the handling would improve also a little bit, but I thought that nitro was gonna be the best investment along with acceleration for obvious reasons. So I'll talk more about the car, but first let's get into the race. Okay, I take that back what I said on finding Class C cars. No, we're finding Class B and Class A. You can see some Peugeot Onyx over there. There's an Aventador J. So this might get a little bit tough for my car, but hey, we're here to find out if it's gonna be able to do anything or not at all. I honestly haven't driven it very much as it is right now with these stats. I drove it at 4 stars in multiplayer, but again, obviously my idea was to test it out on the highest rank that I could get it at. And that is because, obviously, I got the Legend Pass for the... Oh, why is this so laggy? I got the Legend Pass during the... What was the previous season called? The... Spark something? Oh, sorry, buddy. And then that allowed me to get the car to 2 stars. And with the current Legend Pass, I would have been able to take the car to 4 stars. Now, I say I would have, because actually during the previous season, I did get the car to 2. But then I spent some seasonal tokens along with some regular tokens in order to ensure to take the car to 3 stars and some, so that I could get it to 5 stars during the next season, which is exactly where I am right now. And alright, let me see if I can keep this first place. So far so good. The acceleration on this thing is absolutely beast. And you know that I've already made some videos complaining about how people love to compare any car in Class B with the Huracan, which I understand because the Huracan is such a spam car and such an easy car to get. But it's such a disservice to a lot of other cars. But alright, first race, defeating Aventador J, a Grand Sport, Huracan Evo, Onyx, and another Grand Sport. Can you tell which are the spam cars? Tough question, huh? Ooh, I saw a Revuelto in this race. This is gonna get interesting because this is slightly more top speed oriented, which is the weakness of my car. But yeah, so a lot of people love to compare any Class B car to the Huracan. Like I said, I understand why. But honestly, people are calling this like a Huracan clone. I don't think this was at all meant to be a Huracan clone, because the nitro is nowhere near as good, and the handling on this is much better. This is a different car, and that's what I'm saying, that people who love to just call any and everything a Huracan clone, they're kind of losing the point or missing the point as to how car balance is supposed to work. Did that guy just try to 360 me? I think it did. Don't get close to me, buddy, because I've seen what you want to do, and I will respond right back with the same thing. So yeah, this is a completely different car, different focus. Yeah, it has great acceleration, better acceleration than the Huracan, nowhere near as good nitro. So, oh jeez. Oh, that's actually the Revuelto, I just realized. Well, that is a much faster car than mine, so that's fine, whatever. It's a different car. Yeah, all cars are gonna be similar in one way or another, but just because this is very close to the rank of the Huracan doesn't make it a Huracan clone. But anyway, a Huracan did beat me, a Revuelto, then there's me on the Invencible. I beat an Apex, Huracan Evo, a Grand Sport 488 GTB, and another Grand Sport. Okay, cool. Let me change the color of my car. Now, I do understand that the comparison to the Huracan comes because, like I said earlier, the Huracan is a car that is very, very easy to acquire in this game so long as you've been playing for long enough. Now, even with the Starway, it's even easier. So I do see why people would be wondering, like, well, but how does it compare to the easiest and possibly Okay, I'm gonna rephrase this, but the best of the easiest cars in Class B that you can get, and by that I mean that it's a car. Oh god, it's a car that it's easy to get, and amongst the easy cars to get in Class B, it's among the best, right? I'm not saying that it's one of the best cars of Class B, but it definitely is a very strong one. So I understand why people compare it in that way, but like I said, I just think it's a wrong way of looking at things. Each car is supposed to be, you know, its own thing. And yeah, granted, there are some cars that are similar in general. They occupy the same-ish archetypes, but I really don't think that is the case with this. Yeah, it shares the idea of somewhat high nitro and good acceleration, but this is a slower car, so it's not meant to compete with the top speed. That's why it compensates with the acceleration, and it has, I think, about the same handling. So either way, then again, this is a car that it's meant to be easy to get. You know, being a Legend Pass car, yeah, granted, I know, you might be thinking, well, DBT, you're talking about pay-to-winage. Yeah, but pay-to-win, at least in the sense of the Legend Pass, is a very easy car to get. It's not something that you have to grind for. So that makes it easy. Oh, look at that. We got into Platinum League. Let's go, Barber. Beating a Vanda. Oh, look at that. 2 Huracans, a Grand Sport. Okay, these 3 don't count because they quit. I guess they're just trying to rank down or something. I don't know. All right. Is that... Did I just see a Class S car or did I just... Nah, that can't be it. I don't know, but whatever. One thing that I will say that this is so much better than the Huracan, it's on the looks. All right, I'm sorry. I know that some people do actually like how the Huracan Evo Spider looks. It's not in any way my favorite Lamborghini. In fact, being the Spider version, a regular Huracan Evo Coupe, it's alright by me. But the Evo version, I don't like it very much, the way that it looks. But oh well, it is what it is. This thing, however, looks absolutely fantastic. So yes, I'm still puzzled as to why they made it to be a V12, a new V12 Lambo with such low speed. But whatever, you know, it's game love. They do what they please with the stats. But yeah, overall, I'm finding this car to be extremely fun. Obviously, the Huracan, it's a fantastic car if you're doing touch drive because of the ridiculous nitro that it has. So that helps a ton in that sense. This car is not as good, but it's still pretty alright. And for manual driver, I think this definitely has crazy potential because of the ridiculous acceleration. I'm not willing to say that this is straight up the fastest acceleration in Class B, but man, I'm sure it's among the top 5, if not straight up the best. But hey, I could be wrong. All right, beat a Ferrari F8 Tributo, Huracan Evo, Onyx Evo. Yeah, there was a Class S. Look at that, Lycan Hypersports. There's a Vantage GT12 and a Kunta Shell PI. Holy moly, look at the rank of that thing. All right, well, what can I say? And just for the nightmare potential, I painted my car green to look like a Huracan Evo because why not? No, but yeah, well, actually, you know what? This is a more... Well, it could be just the lighting on this level, but it looks a little bit less green. Well, a different tone of green than the Huracan's green. This looks a bit more yellowy, I think. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe... Oh, God, that's a Vanda, isn't it? Probably. Oh, jeez. We're fine. Now, worth mentioning that the Vanda, in spite of being a very slow... Well, generally speaking, a slow car in Class A, it's still faster than this car. So even if I have an acceleration that can compete with that of the Vanda, yeah, my top speed just doesn't go as high as the Vandas, especially if they're going for perfect nitro, because I do believe that the... Oh, good. Let the record show that that wasn't me trying to 360 that dude, all right? That was just my car spinning because I was on the geyser. Is that what it's called? I think so. All right, a Victor, which is a much faster... Oh, good. Much faster car is giving me a fight, but my acceleration shall prevail for now, at least until we get a long straight like this, and my top speed then is nothing compared to the Victor's. Oh god, oh no, I lost a ton of speed right there. Oh Jesus, come on, acceleration, save me, acceleration, come on, no. Was that a Huracan? I think that was a Huracan that got past me. Oh, I lost so much speed, yeah. All right, so Vanda, Huracan. But I did beat a Grand Sport, a Huracan. There's a Victor, Grand Sport, another Huracan. Jesus. See what I'm saying about the Huracan being so ridiculously spam? I hate it. I just hate cars that are ridiculously spam. So that's why the Huracan is. I have my own Huracan. And I think I have enough parts already to gold it and whatnot. I just haven't wanted to. Yeah, I use it from time to time, but very, very rarely. I have so many. Look, I have an SCV-12 in Class B at 4 stars. I would much rather drive that than the Huracan, just because I'm so tired of how spammed the Huracan is. But anyway, now I'm going to talk about something that it's kind of in the title probably or in the thumbnail. The fact that this car is not a strictly pay to win. Now, I know that that seems kind of weird or dumb to say, if you will, considering that it's a Legend Pass car, right? But while this car was locked, the packs and everything, to owning the Legend Pass in the previous season, in this current season, I don't know if it's the case right now, but it definitely was when the season began, the packs for this car were actually unlocked to everybody. So whether you own the pass or not, you had access to buy blueprints for this car. So that makes this car not exclusively pay to win. Yeah, granted, you need a bunch of tokens, but you know, in this game, you can definitely save a bunch of tokens as a as a free-to-play player. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, that in a way, this car is not 100% pay to win. Though obviously, the amount of tokens that a free-to-play player needs to spend in order to get this car to 5 stars does not compare to, well, the amount of tokens that I had to spend in order to get it there. It's completely different, right? That's kind of understood. All right, I got defeated by a 600 LT Spider. Oh, cool. I don't see that very often. Beating a Huracan, Corvette Grand Sport, Huracan, Onyx, and an Apollo N that disconnected. All right, still good results. Okay, now we're even getting some more classes. I just saw an Agera RS. I see an Ultima over there. So yeah, things are starting to get a little bit tough for this car, but hey, it's alright. That's why we're playing, or rather trying to find out. How far can it take me? I mean, that's the whole point, right? Now, I don't think this car can take me to Legend League, though, who knows? I know that people in general are able to get to Elite with the Huracan. I just don't know that I have enough time in one video to try to do that. But yeah, I think overall it shows the fact that I'm able to beat Huracans. Maybe not all the time, but well, you can't win every single time, all the time, every time, right? But the fact that it can beat Huracans without too much of a problem shows that the car definitely has potential. And in a way, it does have at least enough to be a good, worthy competitor to the Huracan, which makes it about as capable as the Huracan, at least in my book. Now, whether or not that's true, I don't know, but it certainly looks that way. And like I said, there's a bunch of Class S cars in this race, so don't expect an amazing result over here. But at the end of the day, that's what league mixing does, and that's fine. Funnily enough, this car still out-accelerates a ton, quite a bit of Class S cars. And obviously, Class S cars are much faster than this thing, but that doesn't take away the fact that under the right circumstances, maybe there's a chance for this car to get a result from time to time, and that was a horrendous jump. I messed that up. Jesus Christ. Here I am talking about how this car maybe has a chance in some weird situation, and then instantly DBT proceeds to mess it up. But it's alright. It's alright. I am in 4th place because someone wrecked. Hopefully that was a Class S, so that I can at least say, oh, I beat a Class S car. I don't know. Let's see. 4th place. Alright. That's okay. Understandable. Batista. Oh, actually 2 Vandas. Oh, the Agera RS quit. I see. So it was 2 Vandas that beat me, but I did beat 2 Huracan Evo. See what I'm saying about this thing being able to beat Huracans? It can. It definitely can. Now that last race should have been the very last one because that was me out of fuel, but no worries. I just watched like 7 or 8 ads and I was able to refuel this car. So let's keep going because I am trying to find that. Okay, I'm not gonna do it again. But, you know, just trying to see how far it takes me. You get it. You get it. So now I do see a Cyan. I think, yeah, there's a Cyan over there. I see the Ultima, Vanda, SCG, Koenigsegg Agera RS. There's a Chiron. So yeah, at this point is where I'm really gonna be having troubles to get any half-decent results. Because I'm fighting against cars that are way above my league. Quite literally, right? Because it's no longer am I just driving against Class A, I'm also driving against Class S in Classic Season, which makes it where knockdowns are very possibly, I think they are going to happen at some point over here. But again, just the acceleration on this thing is so ridiculous. And like I was saying, oh god. Like I was saying in the Nevada race, the acceleration on this thing is so much better than even that of a lot of Class S cars. Now, of course, that acceleration only takes me so far so as to The top speed being much lower than them, but still, I suppose that in particularly twisty tracks, this car may just have a decent opportunity. And speaking of twisty tracks, I do believe that this car feels much better in the drift, or at least somewhat better in the drift department compared to the Huracan. I certainly believe so. The Huracan feels like it's one that loses, not that loses a ton of speed, but, Jesus. The drift doesn't feel super comfortable. And this car, to me at least, it feels better. Now, I'm not a pro at this game in any way, shape, or form, so I might just be making stuff up at this moment, right? But hey, here I am to give you my thoughts on this whole thing. So there you go. 5th place, 2 people quit the race, but hey, that still counts as me beating them. So Sharon, Aguera, Cian, 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐞. Maybe the 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐞 I could have had a chance against. But technically speaking, I beat an Ultima and a Pagani Huayra BC. So hey, still a result. Oh, no, not for 12,000. Now, being 100% honest, I don't think I'll make it into Elite with this car at this moment. And I did say earlier that I know that some people, people in general, are able to get to, not Elite, Master? No, Legend League with the Huracan. But then again, you can see that not even Huracans are here anymore. So that tells you that I am really racing against... Oh god, I didn't mean to hit that. I'm really racing. I'm fine. Like I said in the other race, I'm racing out of my league over here. So yeah, not even Huracans you're seeing over here in the last couple of races. So before someone tells me, yeah, but with Huracan you would be able to get there. No, Huracans aren't here. You can tell that Huracans are also having problems. That makes sense. Now, you can definitely see that there's a bunch of league mixing over here. Because where I am, I think I'm at the rank of, what, 1600 or like 1620 or something like that? Oh boy. Yep, that's the speed of a Chiron compared to this. So I'm not... normally where you would see the league mixing... oh god. Yeah, look at that. Is that an event of the J? It would be around the rank of 1700. Because 1700... Oh, I was going for the jump, but that's the wrong version of this track. At 1700 is precisely the threshold between 1700 and 1750 is where some people are going to rank up, some people are going to rank down. No, actually, I was at 1596, now I'm 1576. All right, yeah. So I'm way too early in here to be finding so many Class S, but look at that. Class S, and to be fair, there were some Class A's over there, but still. See what I'm saying? Where are the Huracans? So nobody can tell me, oh, a Huracan would be able to get to Elite. Right in these races? I don't think so. Okay, and right as I said that, now there are the Huracans, but now there's no Class S cars. You see what I'm saying? That there's indeed a bit of a divide. Is it maybe that when I'm getting close to the 1600 is when the higher league mixing begins? I have no idea, but let's see if I can beat some of these Huracans just for the sake of defending my beautiful Invencible. And I still haven't heard anybody pronouncing this car in English, because I'm pronouncing it like I would pronounce it in Spanish, Invencible. But I suppose if I were to pronounce it with an English accent, as in English, the language, not English, British or anything, it would be like Invencible. I don't know. Why don't you tell me if that sounded somewhat correct? All right, there's a Huracan right in front of me. Gonna take this side and then go for acceleration power. Oh, god damn it. Ah, man. He had to smash me on the wall. Against the wall. You know what I'm saying. Focus, DBT, focus. Defend the honor of the Invencible. I'm so sorry, buddy. I wasn't trying to knock him down. I was just doing some spins for myself, and, well, he just decided to be there. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to, but such are the pains of playing in classic season, where collisions abound and knockdowns are just part of everyday life. Yep. All right. Perfect. I wanted to have that shockwave for the jump. Now, I'm not going to catch up to that first place, but that does mean that I beat a lot of other Huracans. So let's go, baby! One Huracan beat me, but I did beat a bunch of them. So there's that. Yeah. Huracan, 918 Spider, Event of the J, Huayra BC, Huracan. Let's go. Look at that. I did beat 2 gold Huracans. I'm telling you, this thing can fight. It definitely can. Oh, cool. There is a McLaren F1 in here. very, very fast Class B car. So let's see how that works out. Some Huracans, so no Class S cars in this race apparently. So I don't know. League mixing, it's all over the place. What do I know? But I think it should be clear by now with all of these races that this car definitely has a lot of power in it. It has a lot of potential, and especially if you're a good player, not that I am. I'm saying if you're a better player than I am, then you definitely have a very, very, very good chance of doing fantastic things with this car. And like I said, if you really want this car, you can get it. I think you can still get it through the packs in the store, buying them with tokens, maybe even with seasonal tokens. I'm not sure. But yeah, there is, or at least there was an opportunity for you to acquire this car that, who knows? Oh, that was my fault. I landed a little bit too much on the right side. Well, RIP my race. The shame. I was doing so good. I don't think I had done anything particularly dumb in the previous races, and then DBT proceeds to do a big dumb. Ah, man. It's fine. It's not the car's fault. You can blame the car. That's a skill issue. It's fine. I can live with that. But yeah, it's a car that you can acquire. Now, granted, obviously, cut. All right, you know what? 8th place. It's fine from time to time. You cannot get as a free-to-play player the epics that I applied in here, because those are obviously part. Well, those have been part of the legend passes. I got 2 epics on the previous one. 2 more epics. Well, I'm missing 1. In this pass, so there is that. All right, I lost against everything, but that was because of a series of mistakes, and the F1LM actually didn't do fantastic. Wow, I was hoping that was gonna do much better, but oh well. No thank you. And we're back with more Class S cars because yes, I guess when it rains it pours, huh? But yeah, overall quite a bit of a fun car. I'm glad that I was able to get this Lambo. Man, I'm telling you, this well, technically last season was so Lambo focused. Being able to get my Revueltos to 6 stars, being able to take this to 5 stars, which is its maximum amount of stars, which is good because then it requires less epics and it has 1 more point of fuel, so that's always a good thing. Just saying. Is this the exact same race I just did? It is this exact same track, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I hate when the game does that. Somehow I'm in the lead, but yeah, the Class S cars are gonna start catching up really soon, so come on, DBT, don't mess it up again. You can do better. Right. There we go. See, I told you I could do better. All right, stay focused. Yeah, I'm telling you, maybe it's just in my head, but it does feel like the drifting on this thing is so much considerably better than the Huracans. It feels more comfortable to me. Come on. Nice. See, the 2 places where I messed up in the previous race, not this time, baby. Is this happening? Let's go, baby! First place against Class S. Don't believe me? Check this out. Well, I think, yeah, look at that. There's an Ultima, but what else was there? I want to see. It was a Vanda, a Cyan, ready upgraded, Ultima RS, there's a W12, Standard and Dover. All right, there were only 2 classes and not particularly fast, but I beat them and that's good enough for me. I can live with that and that allows me to sleep at night. So, yes, a very capable car. I'm telling you, this car, it's a beauty. It sounds good. Well, as good as this game allows, of course. And it performs really good. And it is not a clone. It is a very worthy fighter against the Huracan spam. And I'll be glad to beat spammy cars with this thing. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, all of that good stuff. Check these other videos that I've made on other Lambos in different games because yes. And that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.